Hello viewers and welcome to Unscripted on Hillcrest TV. I am Deborah Agbonika, but I like to be called Lady Ginger. And with me in the building is...
It's just simply Samuel Adiola.
Don't mind him, he used to attach pride to the Samuel Adiola. But anyways, we're going to be...
a big name. A very big one at that.
And that is what is bringing me to this topic we're about to talk. Do you agree on 50-50? In marriage, relationship, situationship, friendship, in fact, all the shapes, do you think 50-50 is something that... Do you like it, first of all?
Okay, I would like to start by asking you a question.
Yeah.
What do you define 50-50 to me?
Well, if we have to go back as far back as time, I think for me, when women say 50-50, they were clamoring for positions.
How about to you? What does 50-50 mean?
For me, that's what 50-50 means. 50-50 in a working space, in a working sector, in positions, in leadership style. Don't tell me because I'm a woman, I'm not going to be able to. That's what my 50-50 is. Let's do it together. Okay? But outside that...
Outside what?
Outside the working zone. I don't know.
Relationship?
Yes, we're talking about relationship now. For me, workforce space, yes, I agree with 50-50. But outside the working space, I totally disagree. I reject it. I rebuke it. In fact, if a man mentions 50-50 to me in a relationship, I'll block you. I will block you.
All right. So, interestingly, all right, I don't even subscribe to 50-50.
Okay, good.
I subscribe to 100-100.
Okay.
Because we'll find ourselves in a society where a lady or a man is coming into a relationship and is expecting something from the other person. Something in the sense that he or she is not happy and is expecting the partner to make him or her happy. So apparently, your happiness is dependent on how your partner treats you, or who your partner is, or what your partner does. But for me, nobody can actually make you happy. Exactly. The relationship is balanced. When you are happy, I am happy, we come together, the happiness becomes explosion. You understand? So happiness flows everywhere. But if my happiness is dependent on your own happiness, apparently we are in trouble. The ship is not going to sail.
So are you saying that, okay, now let's get this question really clear. So you're trying to define your 50-50 in terms of what you get emotionally from the relationship. Now I'm asking, do you subscribe to men who will come and say, I buy 50% of the grocery, you buy 50% of the grocery, I pay 50% of the house rent, you pay 50% of the house rent? That's what I'm asking. Is that the type of man that you are? All right,
let me ask you, let me just contribute instead of asking you a question. Let me tell you something. I like to, let me educate you.
Oh, wow. I'm already feeling like there's a 50-50 coming out of your tone already.
Let me educate you concerning a relationship. All right. The word relationship and marriage, all right, was given to us by the Creator. And when the Creator was doing his own thing, okay, he created man, gave man an assignment, and saw that the man was alone, which he ought not to be, and decided to give him a companion, which is a helpmate. So basically, what the Creator sets up is the man who is in charge of the system, and then the woman is just coming to be in alignment with what is on ground.
Ade, you are beating around the bush.
I'm not beating around the bush.
Just answer me this one question.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
You know, one of the problems we have in the society right now is the fact that we try to go into relationships with what we have in our heads, which is our opinions. But basically, the author and creator of relationship is God. All right? And he simply said, or rather, made man the provider. And the woman is just coming to assist. Yeah. So that is why I tell ladies, most especially my sisters, if you have interactions with them, they will tell you, you're meant to go into a relationship or into a marriage with a man that has visions, a man that knows where he's going.
That's true. Because I agree with that.
The old design is the man knows where he's going. The man provides for the family. You are only coming to be in alignment with the assignment of the man. Do you understand? So there is no such thing as, the women buys the groceries, the man pays the rent and all those things. No. But in reality now, when we look at the
I was getting there.
Yes. When we look at Nigeria, or we look at the global space right now, we understand that inflation rate is high. A whole lot of things are happening. We are having a woke generation, and a whole lot of things are happening, basically. But what I want you to understand is the fact that we cannot rule out the original design of relationship, which was designed by God, which is the man has to be the provider. And guess what? I'm a man. I'm speaking to you as a man.
No, but
I am not waiting for a lady or a woman to bring anything into the house financially. But guess what?
What?
If the woman is lazy or idle, let me use the word idle instead of lazy. If the woman is idle, then you're going to have disaster in your house. Because an idle mind is what?
The devil's workshop.
Exactly. So I've seen cases of homes where women don't work. They sit in their house. All right. And then that's when they begin to think multiple, how do I call it now? Chaotic thoughts come into their heads. And they start wondering, oh, my husband, where is he right now? Oh, he's at work. Could it be that he's actually chatting with the secretary right now? Or maybe there's a lady chatting him up somewhere and all, because she's idle.
Okay, so now, like you said, because of the high cost, I really would not want you to, you see, you men, you have a way of fine-tuning something to suit what you men want. And that's what you just did exactly, just right now.
Oh, really?
Now, you're trying to bring inflation into, bad as bad now, the woman can come through sometimes.
No, I
you
didn't
have
mention
deviated.
that.
No. You did mention the inflation.
I mentioned inflation, but I didn't say that the woman has to bring something. No, I'm saying in the general context, the belief is that looking at the existing reality on ground, some men feel like, oh, I can't be shouldering all the financial responsibilities alone.
And what do you think about such men? Such men who come outside publicly and look at you and say that, are you going to do 50-50 or not? I'm not good with this relationship. I'm gone. Otilo.
Well, remember I told you in the first place, I don't do 50-50. I do 100-100. So if I'm bringing my money into a family, I'm expecting the woman to equally bring in her money into the family. My money is our money. Your money should be our money.
Oh.
Not my money is my money.
You see, I keep telling you, you've been beating around this 50-50, but you were still going to come and end up here.
It's not a 50-50.
You are 100-100. In fact, yours is not even 50-50. Exactly. Your own is 100-100.
Yes.
And do you think that as an African man, listen, during my father's time, my father would tell me that it was a thing of pride to provide for your woman. But these days, a man will look at a girl and say that you need to pay your bit of the rental. And then you come on social media, you see them taking themselves to court over, oh, I paid XYZ, I paid money for the car insurance, I did this, I did that. If you ask me, I feel like men are no longer men these days. You people have decided to just throw your responsibilities away under the pretense of the country, the economy, the this, the that, and that. My fathers shouldered responsibility. They were men. Not all these things you people are doing up and down. It is wrong. Now, let's go back to the times of the Bible like you were trying to quote. How can you look at a woman who is going to give birth? Let me start. I'm going too far. She will carry belly 9 months. She will push. She has to go back to toning her skin to human satisfaction, because your request is always request upon request upon request upon request. The moment she becomes big, you will say, I married you slim. Why are you now big?
But
go back to the gym.
Do you actually like yourself big?
You can tell I'm a petite person.
No, I'm not talking about you, but I'm talking about when a woman gives birth, she becomes big. Does she like herself big?
It is not of her doing that she became big. Okay. It is because of the thinking you put inside her that got her pregnant. The hormones changed, the color of her skin changed. Your child who is in her stomach took some of her beauty, took some of her skin. In fact, childbearing disfigures some women. Some women have luck. Like my friend, when she gave birth, she went back to Sisieko immediately. And then all that thing she has to go through, you still have the audacity, the nerves to still open your mouth and say that, come and pay half of the bill in the house.
No,
you men,
you are missing. Wait, hold on. You are missing this whole thing. All right, it's very simple. There is no cause for arguments. All right, let's just put this thing on the table and have some sort of clarification. All right, so that you understand. Now, I've never been in any relationship, and I expect the lady to pay bills. All right,
but your brothers are doing it, and the percentage is high.
Hold on,
very high.
Hold on. I come from a family where my father takes care of everything. All right. And it's not because my mother doesn't have. She's working. She retired as a director. So it's not like she doesn't have the resources. But my father doesn't wait for her or expect her to spend her own money in the house. Because he sees it as his own responsibility.
Exactly.
You understand? And that's the same thing I carry on. So all the relationships I've ever had, even when we go out to the restaurant and to anywhere basically, in fact, I've been very unfortunate. Because I don't come across.
I want to hear that one.
I don't come across ladies who actually, I want to pay the bills and everything. In as much as I will never allow you to pay the bills.
Okay, but
because it will actually bruise my ego.
Wait, but there's a side of you inside your heart, small, that is wishing that she actually does her own quota.
No.
You just said in as much as you would not mind.
No, what I'm saying is this. You know, your willingness to want to pay the bill.
Before you will not stop
to you being opened.
Okay.
But what we have in our society right now is a woman has 10 million. The husband will be looking for, let's say, 2 million. But the woman pretends as if she has nothing.
I will keep my money.
Oh, wow.
I am not doing 50-50.
It is not. No, you're missing this whole thing. It is not about you bringing your money.
I have seen men.
Hello, hold on. You were created as a helpmate. Now
I'm telling you, just like your experience, I've seen men that have looked at me and said that, listen, it's 50-50. I'm not. Are you shocked at this?
Let me give you.
No, but I'm asking a question. But are you shocked at this statement?
Wait, let me give you an illustration. I was once in a relationship where I called my girl. I was like, I have this business idea I want to execute, and the next thing she was like, okay, tell me about the business. I spoke to her and everything. Sincerely, she didn't know the total amount I needed for the business. All right, the total amount were almost 3.6 million at that time to do that business and everything. But I didn't mention it to her. But I was shocked a day after when I got an alert of 100,000 from her. I was like, wow, this is strange. And it was really, really a big deal because that's the first time, all right, I will be communicating something to my supposed partner. We were not married, that's why I'm calling her a supposed partner.
Yeah.
So, and then she credits my account with 100,000 naira. And then I felt like, come on. In as much as the money is small, it's
the thought that counts, yes,
to the total amount I needed for the business. But it meant a lot, like, that sends a signal, that sends a message that this kind of woman is not the type that actually, in fact, let me just put it this way. She's a supportive woman, basically. Okay, and she's opened. Okay,
so that's what you are trying to say.
So that is what I'm trying to say.
No, but I'm also
it's not
telling
about
you that
bringing your resources, but you being not hiding. You know, okay, I used to have an uncle that says something like, he's not aware. He doesn't know when the wife has money and when she does have money. So what that basically means, and she's working.
Your money is our money. My money is my money.
Even when you want to buy onion,
she has to
go to the husband to collect money for.
Why is that a problem?
Even when the husband is not even on
Why
ground.
is that a problem?
So as small as onions is, you
why is that a problem?
You have to call him to send the money.
Yes. Why is that a problem?
Wow.
Yes. Why is that a problem?
And then you guys want equality.
What? I just told you the equality we want is different. It's different from 50-50. Equality is in terms of job opportunities.
I guess you guys are not ready for
business and all of this. Not in terms of the household affairs. Listen, I'm doing the cleaning, I'm doing the cooking, I'm doing the washing, I'm doing the taking care of the kids. You are working. It's already shared. It's already shared.
Okay,
so
let me ask
for you to come and expect that I will use my money and buy Maggi, nah, it's not working.
Let me ask you
a question. It's not flying.
So do you want to be a full housewife?
I can't even be, obviously, because I'm working right now.
Okay, then
but my money.
Then why would you want to stay at home, do the cleaning, do the walking and everything?
Because the Bible says we are helper. If I wake up in the morning, the way you will wake up, dress up, brush, carry your bag and leave. If I do that, you will call your mother and say, Mommy, I have married the worst and most unclean woman in the world. That's what you will say.
But well, I don't even do it. I don't just wake up, carry my bag, brush my teeth.
Now, that's what these men will do, because they are expecting you now, because you're a woman, pick up the dishes, clean. Before you two, you'll be trying to meet up the 7:30 you're supposed to resume work. I have to wake up early while you're still sleeping. snoring, I have to wake up early. So see it as you're paying me for all those early morning services I have to wake up and do. Me, I have to clean the house
you don't
before
want
I
to see
leave.
it as your
Cook
responsibility.
food is my responsibility. Now that is why it is also your responsibility to pull out that money and give me, even if I want to buy Maggi. So why is it a problem?
It is not a problem.
No, I hear you.
But what we are simply saying is that women should be able to pull out of their own resources and do some meager things.
Then the idea of God saying that a woman is a helper has been misplaced.
It is not.
It has been, to be in all frank. But now let me ask you this.
Okay.
I've understood your own term of 100. What do you have to say about men who believe, I'm not kidding you, I'm saying down to what you eat in restaurants? Haven't you watched these clips online where the man will say that, no, I'm only paying half of the bill. Pay for yourself. What do you have to say?
The clip. Let me help you out.
No, wait. I'm asking a question. What do you have to say about such men who believe that if the rent is 1 million, you bring 500, I bring 500, and that's how we're able to. What do you have to say about such men? So we can round this up because of time.
Let me help you out here. All right. It's basically not a Nigerian thing.
It is.
No, it's not.
I just gave you my experience. I just told you that. I just gave you an experience.
Debbie,
I'm listening.
Let me give you where it emanated from. This whole thing started from the UK. All right. If you've been there, or if you have people who are there and you have interactions with them, they will tell you. All right. When you go to a restaurant or you go out to eat and everything, they split the bills. You pay for what you eat. That's how it's done.
That's rampage in Nigeria now. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
Well, I'm not aware.
Now I'm making you aware. So what do you have to say about that?
My belief and what I know is that a Nigerian man feels proud paying the bills at the restaurant because that's what makes him a man.
In fact, I'm even going too far. What do you have to say about men who do not have anything they do with themselves, but instead sit down in their girlfriend's house? The girlfriend now who has money, you men will say that you have to build with a man. So the girl will be like, okay, let me build with him. With time, he will pick up and all that. And then the guy is just there, eating, asking for money for fuel, sitting down there, doing nothing. What do you have to say about such men? If in your words, a man is supposed to take pride in being the provider and the leader, what do you say about such men? Or you're telling me again, you've not heard of such men?
No, basically, you're talking about... In this context, all right, you're talking about some men in Abuja, precisely.
Oh, we're mentioning names.
Yes, I have to. It's important.
Let's add Gwarimpa.
Yeah, but I was about to actually mention Gwarimpa.
Let's add Gwarimpa.
Because I've had friends who tell me, women, all right, ladies, who tell me that, when a guy asks you, do you live alone? Do you stay alone or you have a roommate?
Yeah.
That's already a red flag for them because they understand that this guy is actually looking for a place to move in.
Exactly.
And it happens a lot in Abuja.
A grown-ass man.
You understand?
Yeah.
So that is something that we're conversant with. We're aware it happens. But that doesn't mean that is how men are. No.
I don't say all men.
Those ones are basically what I call gigolo, basically. All right? That's what they are.
Okay, so imagine meeting a gigolo like that. Me that I'm looking for a good relationship. Imagine a young girl that's looking for a serious, sweet relationship, and then you meet such gigolo.
You need to check where you're going.
How many of you people do we have to check before we find the right one?
You just have to check. I've never done it before. I've never moved in any woman, and I don't plan on moving in any woman. So what I want you to understand here is that the fact that some men are like that, it doesn't mean by default that is how men are. Okay, I've had a situation whereby a friend of mine got married. The guy lied to her, basically.
Wow.
And she ended up sponsoring the entire wedding. And gave her some lumber that, where they're working, their salary has not been paid, I think with River State or they're about blah, 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 And eventually, she later discovered that this guy is not even a graduate. They're married already. Lord have mercy. You understand?
She's still married to him?
No, definitely not.
She can't be.
All right. The guy is not a graduate.
Wow.
And in Abuja, the guy has a family.
Like,
I won't mention the location.
Exactly.
Somewhere.
Excuse me, sir. He's married to
but claimed to be single
to her.
In Abuja in order to get married to her because she was working and she earns good salary.
Hi.
And to cut the long story short, okay, this guy started cheating on her even after she found out that this guy, he's not a graduate, he's not working, and she's the one that provides for the home.
Hell,
Right?
my
And even
sister.
bought a car.
Oh,
And
my
gave him the
sister.
car to be using for what's it called? Taxi, Bolt or Uber, as the case may be. Now, to cut the long story short, they are no more together. They've separated, and the guy went away with the car.
That sister, we need to bring her and pour some anointing on her head.
It's love.
Adiola, please, before we go into this love matter, we'll take this love matter on a very good day. But as far as I'm concerned, your gender is not doing very well. You people have relegated the role of manliness, of being a man. You know, it used to be a thing of pride to know that your man is in charge of everything. But these days, before you even put one leg in the relationship, you're hearing, what do you do for a living?
Yes.
How much is your salary?
It's important.
So it is, if you say it's love, then that's a lie. Because if it's love, you're loving me for me, not what I can actually offer to you. I got you, right?
No, let me
because
tell,
of
let me, no.
Adiola,
Not because of time. Hold on. Let me tell you something that you need to understand. Baby.
What is that?
I, for one, all right, I can never marry a full housewife.
Okay.
And I've given you my reason.
Yeah.
And I do mine is the devil's workshop. So I don't want to put the devil in my house. Or rather, in our house. Number two, I must be with somebody I can intellectually engage with. It's very important. Okay? And I must be with somebody who wants to be in alignment with my vision. Meanwhile, she has her own vision that we work on together also. All right?
Okay.
Which basically means that she must be doing something. And even if she's not doing anything as at the time I meet her, then we have to create something to get her engaged. Or we set up an empire and then, of course, we build everything together. So it's not about, oh, you meet a lady, where do you work? Those questions are important because we want to know your level of responsibility for yourself.
Oh, so you're going to use that one to decipher how responsible I am?
Yes.
Okay, my viewers, like I said, I wish we have all the time in the world to get into the gist, but we have so many other, you know what I'm saying, spicy conversations coming up your way. Until next time, I remain Deborah Agbonika, but like I said, you can call me Lady Ginger, and this is the one supporting the men gender.
Samuel Adiola.
They have a
Just
good evening.
Samuel Adiola.